I'd like to go through what I've got for you today. And guys, this has been a application and a strategy that's been long coming. We've been testing it out on our local business here with my wife in the real estate, and it's just awesome. Okay, so what we're going to talk about is how, discover the secret of earning 200,000 a year, which my wife did in real estate using a proven mobile lead conversion system. Now, let me just switch off my mic for my camera so that I can actually see the presentation. There we go. All right, so during this workshop, guys, you will learn how to earn a monthly income from a big mobile shift happening right now. And a lot of people that will need this, so you will be one of the first to apply not only the strategy, but also the technology. And grow your followers with impact. Now, during this call, I'm going to do a couple of free copy giveaways just for you attending, all right? So I appreciate you joining me just for, I hope it's going to be just for an hour, maybe a little bit more, depending on what the questions are. I'm going to give away a free coaching call, so we can jump on a coaching call and talk about your business and how to best apply strategies and tools. And we're going to have special launch coupons because this is a pre-launch webinar, guys. The KlickTree app is about to launch in about an hour at 11 EST. So let me tell you a little bit about myself. So I started out in the corporate world. I was CEO of a multinational mining and trading company. And before that, I was a CFO of a public traded telco company. And that was in the Netherlands when we were still in the Netherlands. Now, I was so fed up with the corporate culture and the politics, etc. I just wanted to do something by myself. So started a SaaS business, software as a service. We launched quite a few products in the past, now for about a decade. You can see all these products here. And we love helping small to medium enterprises, help them get sales and conversions. Neil says, I already want it. Do you have a presentation video to present product to prospects? Of course we have, Neil. All right, so I created the ClickX suite, of which KlickTree is one of the additions. We got other apps as well, and we look at these applications on, how can we improve and help you have an easier life, right? As an entrepreneur, solopreneur, as a small business, right? So I'm also author of the book Golden Followers. You can actually get that for free online if you go to goldenfollowersbook.com, where I write, what I've seen in the past is that, you can have followers, and you see many people with lots of followers, but that doesn't mean that those followers are actively following them, right? They just click the button one time because they liked a video. And I'm talking about, how can you use that influence that you have with followers and use like 35 different income methods to drive an income from your followers. And now I'm talking about followers, guys. This can also be a list, or, this can be a local community. So followers is a broad term here. All right, so my objective is to help local business owners, coaches, consultants, influencers, and agencies multiply their growth and profits with marketing tools, education, and coaching. I do that within my inner circle on a weekly basis, and I just love doing that. Better than a corporate world, I'll tell you. So just imagine you earning a recurring income, harnessing the power of mobile revolution with a proven conversion system that turns one, it should be one in two leads into profits, right? Now I'm talking about convertible leads, all right? What do I mean with convertible leads? If someone is just going to your page just to check it out, a family member, that's not a convertible lead, right? That's not someone that is interested in your product, but those people that are interested in your product, how can you convert 1 out of 2? And we've seen that in the real estate with my wife that I'm going to talk to you about as an example. So, and you don't need any technical skills. You don't need any products. You don't even need followers or lists to start out. All right. I'm going to show you how you can do that. Now, there's a lot of money into this. I had this webinar done yesterday for a group, and Patrick Tuttle was one of the members. And I showed this product, and he basically went out. This is not a joke, guys. After the presentation, I'll show you the Skype message. He went out to a local business community, and he met with 7 people, and 7 people actually bought KlickTree from him for $97 a month recurring fee. All right. So there is a lot of money to be made if you just follow the system that I'm going to show you today. All right. So all what matters is speed. Okay. I can't stress this enough. And I'm going to, and then I have my wife talk to you in a minute. I've got a recording from her, and she reiterates that as well. Speed is essential, and speed of following up is even more essential. And a lot of people, and in yesterday's webinar, they said, well, that's just basics. Yeah, but not so many people do that. You gotta, get to your prospects with speed and reiterate that you've got an offer. You got to follow up. Follow up is necessary, guys. I know it's a bit of a pain, but if you don't follow up, you won't convert. So speed is all that matters. Well, crossing the 100 kilometers an hour, can that be done? Yes, but can it be done while speed skating? Now you can notice from my little accent, I'm from the Netherlands, and we are big speed skating fans, and I saw this 100 kilometers an hour on speed skates. Well, that can that actually be done? Right? They said they couldn't be done. Well, then early on, when was it? 22. I saw this message. Hey, Kjeld Nuis set a new world record. So I had to look at this post, right? And see what he did. Now I'm going to show you this in a video. I'm just going to play this video here. This is Kjeld Nuis on the speed skates, and you can see, he's on a lake probably somewhere, and he just right now got to the 100 kilometers an hour mark, and he's done, right? So this is a Red Bull challenge. They always get these fun Red Bull challenges, but it kind of opened my eyes just seeing this, because I thought, hey, that's not fair, right? He has a windbreaker that gets him to the 100 kilometers an hour. You guys see that, right? So I said, but hang on, if I want to reach 100 kilometers an hour, I should have a windbreaker as well. If I want to create more income, what is my windbreaker, right? So back in the day, I saw the guy's called Sam Backer, one of my, coaches in the past, and he was doing 100,000 in a week. It's like, what? How does he do this? So I looked at his bio, and, he's legit. He did quite a number of sales as a seller and an affiliate. And I looked at his product. So we thought, okay, let's create a product ourselves. And we launched the video tree system. This is about 8-9 years ago, somewhere like that. And we launched it, and it did 10,000 in revenue, right? You can see that here, conversion 6%, EPC, well, dismal. And we thought, okay, that's not 100,000, right? So we were disappointed, right? We thought, okay, this is a bomb. So what can we do in order to improve that number? Well, we, have to use some kind of windbreaker in our business, right? We need to reduce resistance in order to get up to speed. So what did we find? Well, time is resistance, right? We gotta make offers as fast as possible and bring them to the market before your competition does. Does that make sense, guys? Give me a 1 in the box if that makes sense. Because if your competition goes first, then you're gonna basically market a Me Too product rather than something new, right? So thank you for the ones, guys. So how do we do that, right? So that's the question. Well, we finally got that. What I'm going to teach you today as well. And we did multiple 6-figure launches after that. You can see that here. Some of our latest launches did 100, at least close to 100, and some did even close to 200. I think by the time that I look now, it's probably over 200,000 for Flicksters. So we've been around the block. We've done over $1 million in sales on JVZoo. Don't want to, this is not to brag. This is just to show you, hey, we've been around the block. And we've learned a lot during this period of time, right? We've been recognized multiple times with multiple awards and with a mention in the JVZoo Superheroes book and mentioned as top sellers. Okay, I don't want to bore you with that because this presentation is all about you, right? So the question was, hey, we do all of these great things on JVZoo, right? Is that from a list? Well, Bob, that is a good question. And I'm going to get into that because we thought, hey, now that's not fair because, not everyone on this call has a list, right? I mean, we've built our list with launches, getting emails, subscribers, and then, growing that way. Now, can we use these principles, these techniques in a new setting, right? So can we do this in another market, in another country, right? Just completely new and building something completely from scratch, right? So that's basically what your question alludes to, Bob. So actually we immigrated, at least I immigrated to the US, late 2020. And when I had my first bank account was like in January 2022. I became a resident, permanent resident in October. I got my driver's license, which I need for a bank account in January, got my bank account, and we were set to roll to set up our new business, right? So basically start 2021. So my wife said, hey, I want to do something new. I don't want to do stuff online. I want to do it locally as a realtor. So she got a realtor license and she joined Berkshire Hathaway. So completely from scratch, right? So completely new, without any, call it list followers. In the real estate business, they call it an SOI, a sphere of influence, right? Which are basically followers. Okay, so the key question, how can we jump in front of the established competition without having any followers? List, right? SOI, sphere of influence. How can we do this? So based on what we have as a knowledge, we needed a system that generates leads fast and converts, right? You also, if you want to start a new business, you don't have much time in order to get your income up. So you got to generate leads fast and you got to convert them, because if you don't convert the leads, you're not going to have income. So what did we do? We were setting up for success. And I suggest you do that too whenever you start a business. So you first want to focus on who do you serve, right? So we determined, okay, let's focus ourselves because, you're a new real estate agent. Not everyone knows you. You don't have a big track record, actually none, right? So let's focus on home buyers and sellers between the 400,000 and 800,000 mark, right? Don't go for the million and up, because for that you need quite a bit of experience, need a network, etc. We don't have that, so we're not going to do that. We got to brand ourselves as an expert. right? Even though Kimberly didn't have any, a real estate agent experience, we have to brand ourselves as the expert, right? So do you. And we need to have lead generation with speed and a proven system that converts. Well, actually, we knew that from all the direct marketing that we've done in the past. So how do we go about doing our branding? And this continues to, make me laugh. So we created a video, right? A drone video that you can actually see in her website. I'll give you the URL later on. In order to show, her expertise. And we all have an expertise, guys. Kimberly has an expertise in presenting something on video. So we said, hey, let's use your talents. Let's use that to show a home so that people can actually see you, presenting a home, so that they think, hey, if I want to buy or if I want to sell my property, I want to use Kimberly to sell my home. So we actually rented an Airbnb, guys. That's no joke. We actually rented an Airbnb. We created this drone video, and we presented this video on her website. Okay, so that's the branding part. So we know who we serve. We've branded ourselves. Now we got to look at the lead generation and conversion. So who wants to see the system? Just give me a 2 in the box so I can just take a sip of water here. And I know it's a little bit of delay whenever you type. Okay. So you guys want to see the system, right? All right. So let's get into the system. Well, and this is a little back engineering because we stumbled upon this system, but here we go. So we have the fast mobile lead conversion, lead generation system, which is one, we want to jump in front of our competition, right? And we do that with, a ideal audience, which I just showed you, like who do you serve, right? With with laser focused ads, or collaborations, or social media, or personal engagement. It's a little bit, different if you're online because you don't have the personal engagement. But in this case, personal engagement is also key. Then the next thing, so we have to fuel our business, right? And then we have to captivate that prospect. That's basically convert their mindset. Okay, we need to convert their mindset in saying, hey, I have to sell my property, or I want to buy a property. Now we have to make them believe that we are the candidate, right? So, and we captivate those prospects with a mobile optimized KlickTree page that Kimberly uses in her business, showcasing irresistible offers, powerful testimonies, and valuable digital assets, right? So they start knowing, liking us, seeing us as their representative in a real estate business or any other business. And we're going to talk about that as well. So, and then you want to rapidly follow up, okay? When we're talking about speed, here is where the speed is required. Whenever you get a lead, you got to follow up quickly. Hey, Craig, awesome for you to join us. And then you got to close the deal, right? Transact. So that's the process that we're going through. So what are the results after we implemented this system for Kimberly? Actually, this is, from 2022. So remember, we started in 2021. And then the second year of her being a real estate agent, she collected net commissions of about 200,000. All right. So she became President Circle. She is one of the top 6% high performance agents in Berkshire Hathaway. So that is proof that this system works, right? Completely from scratch, 2 years ago, 2 years in, getting $200,000, right? So here's the commission, and that it's a 200,000 commission translate into a revenue of 10 million. Now I could say, hey, she earned 10 million, but that wouldn't be fair, right? I see people do that. Hey, how she earned 10, anyway. That's not what we do. So what we want for you is that you use this lead conversion system that works, right? And do it fast. So without having a website, a funnel, at least not a desktop website, a funnel, your own product or service, you don't need that straight from the get-go. Hey, Kimberly doesn't sell her own product, right? It's other people's product. Anyway, that was an off-note comment. And you don't need followers to start out. You can grab your followers on the go, and even you don't even need a desktop. You can actually do this all on your mobile phone. All right, you don't need a lot of equipment. So for who is this for? It is for people that don't have a list, never sold a product or a service before. This is for advanced users that they do have a list or a following and just want to get ready to improve their results, revenue, profit, and just in general, people who want to grow their leads and sales like right away, right? Not wait, just get up to speed and scale it up. Okay, so again, my goal is to help business owners, coaches, trainers, creators, influencers, agencies like you to grow your followers, subscribers, and clients while earning a handsome recurring income. Now, I want to pause there for a minute while my presentation goes on autopilot. Recurring income is where it's at, guys. So put in the chat recurring if you understand that recurring income is the way to go. Okay, we're not in the business of selling something once. We are in the business of selling something recurring, because a business won't survive without a recurring income. All right, recurring like Netflix and Neil says, yes, right? You sell something once and you benefit for it for a long time until they go out, but then it's your fault not to retain them, right? And we have a system for you to get recurring income and for a while to come. As I said, the guy that jumped on the webinar yesterday, he just got 7 people to sign up for a KlickTree account, and he's charging $97 for it, right? That's 700 in monthly recurring every single month. And will they get off? No, because they will see the power with using that tool. So who wants more recurring income? Everyone does, right? So you may have used in the past or not, but if you have, you probably recognize that, running Facebook or Google ads. You've been doing WordPress websites. Craig, hey, that's familiar. Created funnels. I've done that a lot in the past. Creating daily posts on social media to get followers, and paying expensive coaching programs for better conversions. Now, you don't need to do that. We have the tool and the system for you. Now, your dilemma is if you're running ads, they're expensive if your offer doesn't convert. All right. Ads are just expensive if your offer doesn't convert. If you don't have a fast way to convert your people. Ads is fine if your offer converts. Create good content and posting on social media takes a lot of time. You don't want to be salesy, and building and maintaining a site is expensive and time consuming. Sometimes you need to outsource it, and then it's even more expensive. Right now, we've done this over 10 years. We've invested quite a bit of money in marketing and sales programs. Been around the block. We've discovered this all the hard way. We want to give you the easy way, right? So this is what the presentation is about today. We're talking about the strategy in order to get that. In this case, my wife did 200,000. Is that a given for you? No, it depends on which business you're in. If you're a realtor, that's definitely possible. If not, we have you will probably get a system that either tops that or equals that, or even 100,000 is fine with me, right? So the first strategy that you need to, and we talked about that a little bit before, is to outmaneuver your competition, right? You need to jump in front of your competition. So how do you do that, right? Now, as I said, the process that we went through is, you got to get a license, you got to get, you got to have some expertise. You got to build a website, run traffic to the website, engage with prospects, and make sales, right? So we did that. We built our website. We were sending traffic to that website, but what we saw, and maybe you see that on your websites as well, is that the conversions weren't there. All right, just give me a 2 in the box if you see that happen on your pages. All right, so we thought, okay, what's going on, right? So, well, actually, when we had a closer look at the traffic, we saw that the devices that people were using was predominantly mobile. Okay, now this is not even average. This was just for our page. And we thought, okay, so over 60%, so more than half, and in general, if you're a local business, I don't know if ever experienced you going on a website, but when I'm in the car, I don't have a desktop, right? I'm on a mobile phone. So I'm looking at this mobile phone screen and I have to maneuver. So let me just go back to the previous slide. Now I think, oh, right. So if I'm just looking at this on a mobile phone, that's a lot of information, right? That's a lot to consume. And that, I have to check the traffic as well. So it doesn't really get me to drive an action, whether it's just a push of a button or anything else. So we thought, okay, this is the wrong way, because if you look at desktops, it's built for large screens, right? Mouse navigation has a landscape view. It's built for navigation, and it usually has a wired connection or a wireless connection in the house. But versus mobile, where it is a different experience. Mobile is a small screen. It's finger navigated, right? It's with your thumb and your fingers. It's portrait view, and it's built for communication, right? This usually has a mobile connection, especially when you're running in the car or where you're going to be about. So why are we still continuing to build these desktop pages, right? And yes, they convert into a mobile view, but still the experience is different. You can't just use the same strategy on the desktop than you do on a mobile. So here is where we translated our website into a mobile page, right? And we were sending traffic to this mobile page, and hey, there it was. We were converting. And there were a couple of strategies that we used. So I want to let Kimberly explain to you what she's done. And I recorded this on a podcast, so this is not really a testimonial. It's just her talking about her business. So let me just double check if I'm sharing sound. Share computer sound. There we go. Just give me a one if you can hear the...
So my strategy is different than a lot of people. I buy leads. Not shy about saying it. I buy leads, but the reason I can convert so fast is because I have a conversion system. I have an app called KlickTree. It's fantastic. Moment I get a lead, either on the phone, via a text or email, which I usually get all that information, I'm going to reach out to them super fast, like lightning fast. Like that lead just came in. I got to get on. We're going to have to pause this. I got to get on and talk to this person, or I need to send them a message. I do 3 things. I do a phone call, a text, and an email. That's my system. I send them my KlickTree app, which gives them also my V card or virtual card, so they have all my contact information. It has a link to my website so they can see what my website is. And it has my contact information, and it has a picture of me on there so they know who they're talking to. Nobody wants to talk to somebody who they can't see. And so it's important to have that. So KlickTree works really well for me on that. And it's really important to reach out right away. Just the other night, I had somebody went on my website. They saw my review. They did a Google search. This is what happened with customer experience. The guy did a Google search looking for agents in the Ogden area, found my reviews, read my reviews, switched from my reviews to my website, which was also there, saw my website, filled out the form on my website to be contacted. That lead came in at 7:50 at night on a Sunday. I looked at it, saw it, thought, oh, I should probably reach out right away. I don't want to bother someone on a Sunday night. He just filled out the form. So what did I do? I picked up the phone and I talked to him. And the first thing he said was, I said, hi, this is Kimberly DeVries with Berkshire Hathaway. And he said, that was fast. He already knew who he was talking to, and he was super thrilled to be able to get me on the phone right away. Now, I didn't sit there and talk to him forever. I got a little bit pieces of information from him, called him back the next day, and I'm now working as a buyer agent for that client to find him the right home in the place they're looking for at the best price. So that's an example of how quick you need to be. I try to act immediately, and that has been one of the keys to success of my ability to convert cold leads and cold contacts into clients I can help.
What happens if you're not quick enough?
If you're not quick enough, there's always another agent who might jump on it. There's me on the other side, jumping on your clients. No, it's important to be really fast. And that's one thing that if you read my reviews, you'll see responsiveness is mentioned in, I think, almost every review, that my responsiveness is there. I have this problem where if somebody messages me, like, I don't want 5 minutes to go by before I message them. Enough time for me to go to the bathroom if that's what has to happen. I don't want to go beyond that. Yeah, it can be an unhealthy habit for me, but I like to be responsive, and it seems to help my people.
So guys, do you get that? This is a system that coupled with a tool is really powerful. Okay. So let's just recap what you just said, and I understand that went very quickly, but it's very important that you capture your lead and you follow up, right? Like she said, lightning fast. Okay, in order to be able to follow up with these leads, it is important that these leads have your details in their phone. That's why the V card is so important in this strategy. So when they get the V card, they not only get your phone number in their phone, but they also get the email address that you send the messages from, right? So now when you do a phone call, when you text them, when you send them an email, you're actually, they can see who it is. They can, your emails actually get inboxed, right? They don't go into spam because you're in their contact list. And it has so many more benefits. So there are links to online assets because you also want to grab their information, right? So give them some assets that they can grab just for leaving their email and their phone number, and always add a profile picture or a video, right? Because they want to know who they are doing business with. So, and then, send them information and start a conversation. Okay, send them information and start a conversation. This conversation is the first step in converting a lead, just a regular conversation. So let's have a look at what she actually does, all right? So here is, and she just said in the beginning of the video, I pay for leads, right? Now, she only pays for leads because she knows she's going to convert them, all right? I hope you guys get that. So she pays for leads on Zillow that, people are looking for a home. They go on Zillow, they request a tour, which is a showing. And the showing happens in person. So, hey, if you've got your mobile phone, you got your website. Anyway, so this showing happened in person, and they leave their name, phone number, and email, and send a message. Hey, I'm interested in this kind of property. Contact an agent. That's the moment that Kimberly also gets their details, and she obviously follows up very quickly, right? So once she gets that information that she pays for, she calls them straight away and sends them to her KlickTree page on the phone, guys. On the phone, she's sending them to the KlickTree page. Say, hey, I understand that you want to see this this property, and what I need you to do is I need you to go to this page, grab my V card. So she's jumping in front of her competition, because else, other agents are going to grab the lead. And she's straight away showing her experience. You can see the actual drone video on the website, right? So you can see that in this image. So we have to have, at least that's what she does. She acts within 5 minutes after getting that message. Hey, I'm interested in seeing this house. Calls them, sends them to her page, and then already start converting them. Right? She's in a conversation right now. So as I said, the V card, very important, because once you're in their contact list, now you can call them and, they can actually see Kimberly is calling with caller ID, right? So it's better email inboxing, prevents from your emails going to spam, and it builds a long-term relationship, because, as long as you continue to provide them value, you'll be on their radar, right? So you're welcome to them into your world with a video, with a story about yourself. What can you do, and in terms of service, and you also share your testimonials, right? There is never a better way to sell something than selling results. So if you can show, hey, these are the results that I've acquired with previous customers, then that's the best way. So those 3 elements are key, guys. And again, picture yourself on the in the car, going on a mobile. You can't have your attention too much more, right? So just keep it simple. So this is some proof of, you can actually look at the proof yourself. Go to Zillow and look up Kimberly DeVries, and you can see, how many sales she's done in the last 12 months. You can see it here, 13 sales in the last 12 months. An average home sells for about $500,000 here. She gets a commission of 3%, which is a gross commission. This is like 200,000 in the last 12 months. Now, this is including the period where interest rates have skyrocketed, right? So even the real estate business has kind of suffered from that. So what's the strategy? My daughter just came in, so I need to close the door. So the facts, right? So she advertises on Zillow, and you can see that net commissions from Zillow, direct commissions from Zillow were 64, and then the costs were 37. It still has a net result of like 30,000. All right. So what do you do with those people that are there? You impress them with, what you do, and what happens is once you nurture them, they refer other clients to you. And here is where the profits are made. All right. This is how you build your SOI. As I said, we started with scratch, nothing 2 years ago. 2 years in, she gets a 200,000 because people are starting to refer, right? She's growing her followers. She's growing her SOI, as we say, right? She's meeting people. And that's the bulk of what comes in. And I suggest you apply that same formula for your business. Now, once she's got that, her colleagues in the office see how well she performs and says, "Hey, how do you do this? What do you do?" And she actually tells them the same story as you saw in the video. So say, "Hey, I wanna have this tool as well." So we've done this for another agent, and this is a pretty simple page. But what you can see is why this converts so well, right? So the performance of this page is so, it's so fast, it's so built for mobile that these pages are loading fast. You can actually see how things are going. Very, very well for real estate agents. Now, when I did this, I set this up. This is where my light bulb moment came, right? So she said, "Hey, can you build this page myself?" Well, actually, I did this for 2,000. This is, going to Lead Generation Experts, which is my company, $2,000. from this real estate agent, right? So I thought, okay, if I can do this so simple for real estate agents, because what did they want? They want leads, right? They want to convert their leads into clients, because every lead is between, $7,000 to $10,000, right? So it makes sense. So for her, paying me 2,000 is peanuts if she gets another lead converted, right? I hope you guys understand that. But I can hear you say, but hey, Danny, I'm not a realtor, right? You're talking about a realtor business. Well, actually, this is applicable for many other businesses as well. So I'm a book author, right? So this works for authors. This works for consultants, right? Services, utilities. This is a utility page. But you can see that this is a water expert. It works for trainers and course creators. It works for influencers and product creators. This is actually an influencer that's in the music industry, and she helps musicians to get booked on gigs, right? So she has a book on how you get paid at shows and festivals. And again, these pages are not long form, guys. These pages are short form. So it works in any market, in any niche, even if you don't have a product of your own. So we tested that out. We used a KlickTree page for a affiliate product, which is called VidHost Pro, I think. So we sent this out. We wanted to see how many people were going to click that button and subscribe, okay? Because the first action that you want is to get people to opt in, because then you can send them emails, right? So we sent like 2 emails out. We got about 74 clicks and 14 subscribers, all right? Just mind you, that's a 20% opt-in rate. That's amazing, all right? So promoting your own, that's promoting other people's products. Promoting your own products, if you have a product, it works easily as well. This is the page that we send out. And again, it has a title, it has a video to welcome people to your world, and then a call to action, right? So this and this was a small promo that we did in a week. This added like $800 to our account, right? So you can see that this is pretty simple, guys. To set up a page like this is pretty simple with that right strategy. And I'm going to talk to you about that as well. So, but before that, I just want to look at who is here and who's been communicating through the chat. I want to give away a free pro copy. So who would be interested in a free pro copy? There we go. Got to interact with me a little bit. There we go. Okay. Bob, you've been very interactive. So the first pro giveaway copy goes to you. This is Bob Johnson. All right. Awesome. So Bob, you get a free pro giveaway, and I'll tell you by the end how you can get there. All right. So let's move on. So we talked about strategy number 1. Let's talk about strategy number 2. Which is building these pages, right? How do you build this page? Now, again, the pages are built for conversion, all right? There's a difference between websites and mobile pages. That's what we noticed. Websites are built for branding. Mobile pages are built for conversion. Websites use menu, sections, long form, a large real estate, basically uncontrolled, and influences people, but it doesn't direct people. That's what mobile pages do. They use buttons, blocks, short form, small real estate, so you can actually control what's happening on that screen, and it directs them to take the next action. All right, whatever that action is, if it's buy now or grab my V card or anything else. Okay, so again, a website, you can see that on the right, is very busy, a mobile page very organized. So how do you translate the website into mobile pages? Well, you look at your website if you have a website. If not, you can just spare the time and then just go straight away to a mobile page. But you can see how long form this is, right? Now we convert these sections all in buttons, all right? So in buttons and lists. So you can see that on the left is the website, on the right is the mobile page, and you can actually see, okay, there are buttons, there's just one video, and then there is a scroll bar. You can't see that here, but with all her listings, just with one line. So if people are coming from Mapleton, Utah, they just click that Mapleton, Utah link there, all right? So, but I can hear you say, if you don't have a website yet, that's not a problem. Let's create one from scratch. And here is where the AI feature comes in, okay? The artificial intelligence feature, because from your KlickTree menu, you can select IA documents and IA images, which means you can actually build your assets from that menu option. So it builds your headlines, descriptions, outlines, content or video. So if you want to have your content, it produces it in text, and you can put that to video, right? You can use a prompter, or you can use the content and speak to that on a video. It creates some testimonials and social media bios, right? So when you have a page, you want to lead people to a page. If you want to share your content on social media and lead them to your page, you need a social media bio where you include also the KlickTree link, all right? So it's pretty easy how this works. Go to AI documents, put in some keywords. In this case, I put in the keyword overview of cholesterol and its impact on heart health, and it spits out this whole article of content, right? And I can just read this out on a video. It's the same way. Now, how does that work? I use an example here from the food supplement industry. Well, I don't do anything in that industry, so it's completely new to me. So what do I put in the prompt? Well, food supplements to improve cholesterol. That's the first prompt, the keywords that I put in. The AI spits me out a result. That result I'm going to use for my prompt for the page description. So I actually get that result, put it in the prompt, and then the AI tells me, okay, hey, this is your page description that works best for SOI, right? You heard Kimberly say, they saw me, they Googled me, they saw my reviews, and then they went to my page, right? My KlickTree page. So here it already has some hashtags that are also applicable for social media. I use those hashtags, put them in the prompt, and now it spits out the whole page outline, right? So with an introduction, benefits, etc. So I use one of these in order to build these sections out or a video out, right? So in this case, an overview of cholesterol and its impact on heart health, and it spits out the rest of the content that I would need in order to complete my page. Now I now have the text and the video content I can produce, right? I just need a bio and a testimonial. And talking about the testimonial, guys, well, let's pause first on the bio. Cholesterol food supplement expert, right? You have to be an expert in something, right? Kimberly is an expert in real estate. So that's why we shot the Airbnb video. So you gotta tell people that you're the expert, and then you gotta have some testimonials. So if you've helped someone in the past, it's always good to grab their testimonial. If they do not know how to write a testimonial, just propose a testimonial to them. So in this case, I use a prompt, getting a testimonial. I would then turn around to one of my clients I've helped in the past and say, hey, is this generally what you think about my product and my service? If that's okay, can I use this testimonial on my page? If they say yes, then use the testimonial, because that's what they confirm to you, right? Does that make sense? I'll get into the Q&A a little bit later, guys. And I'll answer all those questions. Just want to finish the pitch. here is, so after that, you got to have an image, right? You got to have some design on your page. So you use AI images. I put in supplements with healthy food in the background, and it spits me out, you know, a couple of supplement pills, and then with healthy food in the background, right? And I can put that on a page. Now, my page is done, guys. That's how simple you can create a mobile page in any niche, following the strategy I've told you that Kimberly uses in the real estate business, but you can actually use it in any other type of business. All right. So if you are, you know, you don't have any idea of what a page could look like, we built some templates for you. So for influencers, for restaurants, gyms, stores, affiliates. And again, guys, it's very easy to set it up. But if you want to use one of the templates, you can do that too. We got some templates for car dealers, marketing, e-commerce, supplements, MLM, and we're building out more and more as we go. We also built out a page for agencies, because at the end of the day, I want you to be able to either use this strategy in your business, or if you don't have the product, you know, sell KlickTree, either as an affiliate or as a reseller. All right, because it's a very easy pitch. And I told you, this guy yesterday went to a business meeting and he's already got $700 per month of income. And this is the fun part. He didn't even have the app. He had a screenshot of it on the phone, and he showed the screenshot. So he basically sold 700,000 a month from a screenshot on his phone. That's really ridiculous. So it's actually a very simple step. Number one, you set up your page, which is basically give your page a title, right? It has klicktree.com and then /, and then you have to give it a title. You can set up everything that you need in order for SEO, etc. But this is the most important step, right? So page setting, give it a title. Then next, add your blocks. This is all the items that go onto your mobile page. You got your avatar, an image, you got your social links, you got your videos, right? And then you can send traffic to this page, right? Do you guys see how easy this is? How simple this is? Just give me a 1 in the box if you can understand how easy this is and how easy this is to set up. Right. Thank you for your participation, because those who participate get a free, on this page, you can actually see while you're building it, it's with real-time preview. While you're building it, you can actually see your page coming together, right? So the first block that you see there, avatar, is her picture. The socials is the social icons there. Then we got, if you have no logo yourself, we got a nice text logo that you can add to your page that is looking very professional. And then one of those first buttons we always put is grab my V card. Okay, and then you see all the other sections down below. So it's very easy to set up. So who else wants to have a pro account during this session? Because guys, you guys are joining me live. And because you're joining me live, you get a chance to get a free account. All right, a free account, free pro giveaway account. Okay, let me see. Bernardo Besmeyer. I'm slaughtering the name, but Bernardo, it's yours. Okay, awesome. We're not yet at the end, so you guys, you still have a chance to get one. So let's go to strategy number 3. It's how can you unlock earnings potential with KlickTree, okay? Tap into a consistent flow of income. Now, who doesn't want that, right? Here's what we've all been waiting for. So, you know, how to find eager prospects. If you've never done prospecting, guys, it is pretty simple. And I've alluded to it in the beginning. And if you think about it, it is pretty simple, right? People that are already showing that they are willing to spend either time, assets, or money are your best bet, right? Are your best bet in order to convert a prospect into a client. Because if they're already spending money, like Kimberly does on Zillow, right? She's already spending thousands of dollars. She has a marketing budget. She's already paying for leads. Hey, if I go to a real estate agent and say, hey, you can at least convert one more lead into a client, that is a huge amount of money, all right? Now, would they reallocate some of their budget to me in order for me to get them more conversion? Of course they do, right? So who are these people? Well, these people are paying for ads, just like Kimberly does on Zillow. These people are collaborating with other people, all right? Especially when you go into an influencer world, you can see people collaborating because they want more followers. So they are serious about their business. They're already spending time to collaborate with each other, or spending or sharing their content on social media. This is spending time. If people don't have the budget, they usually go to social media and post a lot of content, right? So these people you really want to focus on, because they are, whenever that you come in front of them, you step in front of them, who are more willing to start up this conversation with you, and your ability to get that conversation to the end, that means that they are buying something off you, is going to be a lot easier, right? And most of these people, they have a website, right? Just like Kimberly had a website, but guess what? It wasn't converting. So now you can help them convert their website into a high converting mobile page. So how does that work in real estate? Well, that's, if I would go for the real estate market, in the real estate, how would I find these leads? Well, I would go to Zillow, guys. I would go to Zillow. I would type in a location and see who turns up as featured agents, because I know these featured agents are spending money, right? Everyone can do this. And by the way, there are like 1.5 million agents in the US alone. You guys get this? If you would have the ability to sell a KlickTree page to one of these agents, would that be possible for you to convert these agents very quickly? Give me a 1 in the box if you kind of see what the opportunity here is. All right. Huge, guys, huge opportunity. So now, is that only in the real estate market? No, right? You can go to local businesses like my friend did yesterday, right? Who was on the webinar and sold 700,000 in recurring businesses, recurring income to local businesses. These guys are spending money, guys. If you go, look at Google and you say, in this case, I typed in a jewelry repair near me, you can see actually someone advertising. That means they're already spending money. Now, does this guy have a website? Yes. Does he have a mobile page? No. Right? So it's an easy sell. They are going to Facebook. If you go to Facebook ads library, you can actually see people in the local market. In this case, I just did Farmington, where I live in Utah. And these ads pop up, right? So I know these local businesses are actually using money to get leads, right? And we know that conversion isn't good, right? Because they only have the website. You have influencers. Now, where do influencers hang out and where do they show it? Well, you can just go to TikTok Marketplace. TikTok Marketplace, and not only that, you can do that on YouTube as well nowadays. But here is where you find influencers in different type of categories, right? So you can choose your niche and say, hey, you influencer, you want to convert more people. Well, I got a nice tool for you. People that are collaborating are good prospects, right? As I said, Now, Kimberly is teaming up with a home lender, right? Because whenever she has a buyer, that buyer usually needs also a loan to buy the house. So if she teams up with a mortgage lender, then that is a very easy way to refer a client, right? So once you see people teaming up and people collaborating with each other, they are actually actively doing a good business, right? Else they wouldn't be teaming up. And see people on your social media feed, right? It's that simple. Just go to your reels, to your stories, to your feed, and see who is really active, right? If people are getting the followers, then you can actually tell them, hey, I can convert your followers into sales. You see that in YouTube Shorts, etc. Right? So just like Kimberly does, she also shares a lot of what she does on her personal feed and on her realtor page. All right. So that's how people are going to see you, right? You need to get in front of them, and you can do that in different ways. You can either go in ads, you can go either collaborate, and you can share. So whatever you do, other people do as well. So if you see them do this, then that's the way to get in front of them. So that's how you get your leads. Again, the pages are not, the websites are for branding, not conversion. So if and we saw this this one on Facebook in the Facebook ads library. So if I just go down and see what this guy is doing, he has a horrible page, and I can actually help this guy get more clients and convert more clients, right? I can go to his page and find all the information that I need, either to call him, to email him, or to visit him, right? So in this case, I would just go and visit him and say, hey, I saw your page. What are you doing? How are you doing? Do you still need more leads? If you need more leads, hey, I got a good system for you to get, right? So another thing here, if you see in his bio, in his intro, there is no link, right? There's not even a link to his website. So there is where he would have to put his bio link. Now, does this work for other businesses as well? Yes. You got professional services. This is what I highly recommend because they are high earners and have a good amount of money to spend, like auditors, accountants, lawyers, medical professionals. I was speaking to a medical doctor the other week and said, hey, you're going to these special seminars, right? And she's speaking on a seminar. So whenever people come up to her, she has her mobile page, and she gets them to connect to her mobile page, actually by using a QR code on her phone. Say, hey, if you want to connect with me, go here. All right, I'm going to show you how that works. Tax consultants and so many more, right? So getting leads is pretty easy. One is to get in front of them, okay? So how do we do that? How do we jump in front of them, okay? If you've paid attention, you kind of see the structure already happening here, right? So how do you jump in front of them? Actually, you can do that with ads, right? If you have a budget for that. Or you can collaborate with other people that already have a connection with the leads that you want to approach. Or you share your post on social media, right? You have to put some time into that. It's either you spend money or you put time, right? Or you do the personal share. And this is what we do in the local market. You can see this picture of the phone where I've got this QR code. Whenever I meet someone that is looking for a home or is selling a home or is interested in real estate, say, hey, you should visit Kimberly's page. Just scan this, right? Scan this QR code, and that all leads to the high converting mobile page, right? You can see on the right. So sending people to your page that is converting. Okay, so now we've jumped in front of someone. Now we gotta start this conversation, right? You gotta turn these leads into warm leads. So how do you do that? Well, you actually have a video on your page that I highly recommend, right? Even if it's you introducing what you do, share your awesomeness, share your expertise, and direct them to take the next step, right? And while they're at it, get some assets on that page that they can actually use in their, what is valuable to them, and capture that email or that phone number that you need in order to follow up with them, right? And follow up fast, lightning fast. So make sure your message is heard. Let them grab the V card, okay? It's so important for your inboxing, right? This is just with a click of the button, they add your contact details in their phone, and then start a conversation. Do you think that your website is completely obsolete? No, right? We just put an image here on the mobile page and send people to a further on conversation. If someone wants to know about, hey, how do I find my dream house? You need a little bit more time. Now, by this time, when they click this button, they're already out of their car and probably in their home and looking at your page further, right? And directing them from your lead conversion page to your website makes sense. Here is where you've got more time with them. So you get them through the 9-step home buyer process, right? You don't want to put that on a mobile page. Just you can use that to improve your branding, right? So you're in a conversation already with them. Now, other things that you can put is, she puts a flip book here, is just for branding, right? It's just showing, hey, this is what we do for you. And the other thing is that once they're convinced, once you've had that conversation, they want to be able either to call you or to message you, right? Message you, call you, email you. So put a button on your page that gives them access to you, right? Here is where we got the number of Kimberly. This is actually her actual number because it's public. If you go to her site, you can see this number pop up. Okay, and then once they are convinced, or if they are not ready to buy, but they know someone that is, let them share it with their friends. Okay. Very easy. We've got multiple items here. It's a QR code that people can scan that takes them to the page. And we've got different ways: email, Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, LinkedIn, message, etc. Right? So guys, this is not the page that is active. If you want to look at Kimberly's page, use clicktree.com/KimberlySellsUT in order to see what she is doing on her KlickTree page. Okay, this is an old version that I've been showing, a test version that I'm showing here. Her live version is clicktree.com/KimberlySellsUT. So you got some elements that answer some questions. Do you show them all the answer? No, because it's a small real estate on the mobile phone, right? So they can click it open and then they can see what's ever underneath, right? And then show your results, your reviews, right? This is, again, I can't stress this enough. If you don't have reviews on your page, how do they know that you actually possess the expertise, right? So, and then especially here in the US market, there's a lot of Spanish speakers. So we have the ability to translate your page, even if you create your page in English, to any language that you'd like, at least many languages that are most popular. In this case, it's Spanish. So people Spanish speaking can look at this as well. Then, the 5-minute rule, follow up with them, right? We talked about that. Follow up with them lightning fast and then close the deal. All right. So do you guys see that actually getting clients and converting clients isn't that hard than before you got onto this call? Give me a 2 in the box if you understand this. I can get a zip of my screen. Awesome. Great. So I've got a special offer, guys, for you. I've got a special launch offer for you to take a hold of these KlickTree pages. And I talked about the KlickTree Pro that some of you already got a copy of, right? So the KlickTree Pro actually provides a mobile-first approach. It's quick and easy to set up, high conversion rates, fast results, positive ROIs, and increased opt-in rates, right? So it's pretty simple to set up. First, set up your page, then add the blocks, and then step number 3 is to finish your page and get traffic to it. Now, what blocks are included here? You got the links, you got the headers, and all of these items, especially the V-card, is so instrumental for this strategy. You get all these blocks with your Pro version, all right? So what else does the Pro version give you? It gives you all the integrations with, you know, autoresponders that you see here, and even with webinar software, if you'd like, all right? There we go. Bob found a page for KlickTree. Awesome. So the Pro version has a value of 97 a month. Why? Because my friend offered it for 97 a month, and all of the 7 people that were in this group bought it for 97 a month. Well, that's not what you're going to pay today, right? Here are some people that are also on this webinar, so you can ask them if they are serious about their testimonies. So Craig says, hey, I'm getting results from it, okay? You can also see that on our sales page. There's a little video that he shared with our Inner Circle group. Adrian, also on this webinar, I absolutely love KlickTree, right? She's been using it for a while now, and she's getting results. And so does Jim, right? So, but is that all? No, there is more, okay? So you can upgrade your Pro version to an unlimited or an ultimate version, which adds a lot more features that designs your page. So design is very important, okay? So what does it allow you? The ultimate version actually helps you to take out the klicktree.com part and put in your own domain, okay? So I realized that if you've got your own business and you want to take that business seriously in terms of branding, you want to use your custom domain. So we're giving 5 custom domains for everyone that's getting the ultimate upgrade. And as you can see here, you can switch between the klicktree.com domain and with other domains. So I'm using klickx.us, and that's what you can use for the ultimate version. We also have a protect your page feature that actually means that if people come to your feature, they have to enter a password. If, for example, you want to sell premium content, exclusive offers, or sensitive information, you can use that password. So basically, what you do here is you're creating a membership page, okay, that you can already sell, right? If you've got an info product that you want to share and people want to buy that, you can actually deliver that on a KlickTree page. We have something that's called a link lead. Now, that's not maybe relevant for everyone here, but we are making a lot of offers during a month, and then especially when they are affiliate offers, these offers have a life of about a week, okay, and then they expire. Now, what do you do with something that you've already sent out as a promotion to your list of followers, right? Whenever they go to that link that you've put in your email, they go to a dead promo page. So you don't want to do that. You want to change out those links to active links all the time, right? And that's what our leap link method does. You can always change out that URL. You just send that URL out once, and every time a promo changes, you can put another URL in. Okay, so it's a nice feature for some of you. We add HTML functionality in the ultimate version because especially for the people that are a little bit more advanced, they use HTML quite frequently, especially when you want to integrate third-party services, all right? Like Google Analytics, chatbots, things like that. You can do that with the HTML feature. We put some design here, so for visual appeal, which are card sliders, image blocks, and again, it's small real estate, so we want to keep that small, and image sliders so that actually people are not overwhelmed, right? So these sliders help on the mobile. We are adding some animated logo features that you can see on the left. You can see that coming out, golden followers, right? And then the book is a morphed text element so that we can actually direct the eyes to there where we want to have it. All right, so easy logo creation and dynamic and gradient text you can see on the right side. Then what we've noticed is that if you really want to increase anticipation, timelines are very important. So if you have an offer where you can show people, hey, I'm going to take you from A to Z, and this is what we're going to do. This is really what something that converts a lot of people. If they can see, hey, this is the result I'm going to get after working with you, awesome. This is what I want to have. Then we add some menu items, okay? Especially when you have multiple KlickTree pages that you're using, you want to have a menu. So we're adding a menu option and a ticker, progress bar, and scroll indicator, all right? Just like you see on this page. We have some notifications that boost engagement and interactivity. If you have, for example, a special offer that you want to notify people when they come to your page, add a notification, just like we've done here. Like our special offer ends at midnight, right? The other thing that you can use this for is cookie consent. If you're using, scripts, Facebook pixels and stuff like that, you want people to actually know that you're grabbing some of their details. All right, so we allow that too. Now, I know that some of you may be in the local space, so we are putting some local power-ups as well, which adds local maps and business catalogs. All right, so this is very useful for local businesses who want to be found, right? If you want to go to the hair salon somewhere in your neighborhood and you want to know where it is, you want to have a map and see what kind of services they provide. We add some hosting services for your videos, audios, and document files. And for the pro users, we are adding UTM parameters, custom CSS, and custom JavaScript. Okay, now this is really for the pro users. So that's the ultimate upgrade. Now we realize that if you want to have a custom domain, it makes our life easier and your life easier if you can see if your custom domain is actually set up well. So we're adding some pro tools to it, which are a DNS and SSL lookup, a lorem ipsum generator. So if you have like a page that you don't know what the text yet is for certain paragraphs, just use that. A PayPal link generator and a signature generator. Now, these are nice to have tools, not must to have tools. Okay, the value we're attributing to Ultimate is about $1,000 for a one-time fee upgrade. Now, again, this is not what you're going to pay for it. Now, is there more? Yes, because we've been talking about a reseller option, right? We want you to resell KlickTree, just like my friend did yesterday. So we're giving you the ability to resell KlickTree. So just as a calculation method, all right, we're talking about this in the upgrade video. Let's say you get 100 KlickTree accounts, right? And you set these up, and you saw me do this for a real estate agent, right? Where I got the check from. So this is 1,500 times 100 licenses. That will be 150,000 just for the setup cost alone. Now, if you host that as well, you can charge a hosting fee, let's say for a $37 a month, which is a $3,700 a month recurring fee, right? So you can see how quickly these incomes are, going up. whenever you have an account. Now, you may not have the ability to sell 100 accounts straight away, but even if you do like 20, right? So 20 times 1,500, it's 30,000 plus, you know, another, what is it? 37, so, and another 40,000. That's 70,000 a year, guys. 70,000 a year just to have 20 KlickTree accounts. Okay, if you resell them with this pricing mechanism. We've done that in the past, and again, I've showed you this check before and the recurring fees here. Okay, so 100 licenses would be a value of 3,997 on a one-time basis. Now, is there more? Yes, there is more, because once you sell, you want to have the tools in order to sell, right? So we're adding a marketer's pack to boost your sales, which includes like a website. We've actually built this website on, hey, guess what? KlickTree. And we have a Canva website that you can actually use, copy and paste and use that for yourself. All right. So we got contracts, we got invoices, we got outreach emails, and even a sales video prepared for you, and a sales presentation. Okay, that was one of the questions that was asked at the beginning. A presentation done for you that you can use for either local or online. All right. Now that's not all. What we've noticed is that, okay, I can assume other type of niches, but I don't know which niche you're operating in. So the best way that I can help you is to give you the structure that best helps you build all your marketing material for you. All right, which is done with ChatGPT prompts. Okay, I've prepared all the prompts for you in order to get your bios, to get your ideal client, to get your headlines, to get you, you know, what is the strategy that you're going to help other people with, what's the framework, and much more, guys. So that, you know, it doesn't matter in which niche you are in. And I'm even going to show you how you can use other people's frameworks in order to sell, like Russell Brunson's and Dan Kennedy's frameworks. Using ChatGPT prompts that will help you set up all your marketing material and your pages and your processes in the right way for your specific niche. Okay, that's all included in the marketer's kit. So here's what you're going to get in the marketer's kit: a presentation video, presenter video, a sales presentation, invoice template, work agreement, lead capture site, swipes, and ChatGPT prompts. All right. Now, I've gone through prompt sessions with these guys, and I think all of them are on the call as well. So they were very excited after this call. All right. So the marketer's pack has a value of 1,000. Now, if you look at the total, right, we have 97 a month and a couple of thousand worth of value for this product. Now, you can get the bundle offer for KlickTree for a one-time price. Okay, I'm not in the business of a one-time price, but I want you to get a recurring income. And for me to open up this for just a launch period, which is just a couple of days, I'm offering this for a one-time price, and then it goes to recurring. All right. Now, that's not all. You can also use a coupon code. If you go to live.klicktree.com/bundle, you'll see the price of $297. But you're in luck. You can use a coupon code of bundle 50 to get even $50 off. Okay, so that takes it down to $247, which is a steal of a deal. Now, that's not all. We're going to add some bonuses for you as well. So the bonuses that we'll do is we'll get a workshop specifically focused on fast mobile lead conversion. All right, so that you can use that for actually your business, and will be more interactive in that session. You're going to have a commercial license. All right, so even the people that have the pro version, you can build pages for other people and sell them. all right? And you can even use the other bonus that I'm going to share with you as well. Now, this is what Craig has been doing as well. He's been building other pages. He's been interacting with you here on this chat as well. With his first 2 clients that he got, he's already earning $2,000 setup fee and $130 a month recurring. Okay, this is not a joke. Then the bonus number 3 that I want to give you is the QR code. Okay, because the QR code you can put on your mobile in a local setting. You can just let people scan it and get people to your page. A powerful strategy. The other thing that I'm going to give you is the KlickTree link tracker, which is important, especially when you're doing affiliate promotions. But you also want to check, where people are coming from. Are they coming from a mobile? Are they coming from a desktop? Are they coming from? It also has a geolocation. So what Kimberly does is, once she spoke to someone about a showing, she's going online and she's looking at her page and say, hey, did he go to my page? Because she can actually see, hey, this guy came from Leighton. Yeah, that's the person that I talked to. So he's already gone to my page. He's already getting familiar with what I'm offering, right? So very important. We've got an add to calendar event. It's never, I can't stress enough that it's good if you get on someone's calendar, and if you can make that easy with a calendar in the event, so just with a click of a button and get an appointment set with your prospect in their calendar, that's hugely valuable. All right, so we're giving that as well. It's all included in this package, and you'll be coming and joining us in the KlickTree members Facebook group. The other thing is what we do is we are having a special masterclass in order to, how do you use KlickTree? And then we go to various blocks on how you can use those blocks in your pages and how you can convert your clients using those blocks. Now, the bundle offer, and let me reiterate that, has the Pro, the Ultimate, the KlickTree 100 accounts, the marketer's kit, and all of the bonuses that I went through just now, just a value of 8,231. Okay, and more because we're also getting a recurring element. Now, this would be a good deal at $1,000 a month or $1,000 one time. So, but you can get it for $247 right now, guys. If you go to live.klicktree.com/bundle. 297. If you have already got a Pro version, just message me if you want to have the bundle, and then we can see what I can give you in return for that. All right. So if you've got now some questions, just type them in. Bob wants the bundle. I understand. I would want the bundle too. So put your questions in the chat box, and while you do that, I've got one more giveaway that I can give you guys. Actually 2, which is the free coaching call and the number and a free coupon code. If you say, hey, that's awesome, I don't need the bundle, I just want to go to the Pro version. What do I do that? Well, I've got a special coupon code for you there as well. All right. So let me do that right now while you type in your questions. The free coaching call. Who wants to have a free coaching call with me so that I can walk you through, I can talk to you about your business and how that would be instrumental, what tools and strategies you could use. Let me see. Guys, I told you got to be lightning fast, right? So the one that came in first was Hywell Griffith, if I'm not slaughtering your name. Hywell. Awesome. You were the first. You were acting straight away. Now it's all about acting fast, guys. So you've got your free coaching call. So those that are looking for a free call and the pro version, send me a message on support@dannydevries.com. Okay, send me a message to support@dannydevries.com. And then if you're just interested in the pro version, that's okay too. You can go to liveklicktree.com and use the coupon code TREE8. Okay, it's also on the sales page right now for $8 off. But I strongly suggest that this is such a killer of a deal that you take the bundle, because that allows you to actually build a recurring income. All right, so let me have a look at some of your questions, and then we will wrap it up. Let me see. Hang on. I got to scroll up now, guys. So just see if you've got some questions in. Okay, I don't see like real questions right now. And you don't get, you can, okay. So if I didn't, oh, hang on. What is the price for the license after the first 100? I should have addressed that straight away, Nelson. So if you want an extra 100,000 licenses, we have an upgrade that you can find on the welcome page that actually gets you to a page where you can either opt for 20 licenses or 100 licenses. All right. So the 20 licenses is 197 and an extra 100 is 297. All right. So there's a coupon code on that page as well for the 100, extra 100, which also brings it down to 247. All right. So that's for the extra ones. When will the 90 minutes webinar be? I believe, Bob, it's going to be on the 20th or the 21st. I have to double check, but it's on the welcome page when you get there. Okay. So, but I think it's kind of that date. Awesome. Okay, guys, I don't see any further questions. I hope you found this time informative and that you can get something out of this. If nothing else, I hope you've learned a strategy that you can help and that you can use in your business from today onwards that actually works, okay, that actually converts. Okay, so thank you for joining me today. I'm gonna look if all the pages are going to be live, and I've learned a lot. Awesome, because the launch has just started, guys. Make sure you check out soon enough before the launch ends, because then we have to put the price on a recurring basis. And it just makes sense to put this on a recurring basis because people are earning recurring incomes. All right. Adrian, thank you for participating. And I'll see you guys next time in one of these webinars. And it always pays off to be here, right? Always pays off because you get some free goodies and some awesome information. Awesome, guys. So take care, and I'll speak to you next time.